Welcome back to the channel. Today what we're going to be talking about is yet again Ronnie Coleman, and in my opinion this right here is a tragic story, because you look at somebody who really enjoyed what they was doing and looked like they had a lot of fun at doing what they was doing. But now Ronnie Coleman has had his 10th surgery. And this surgery right here is basically reversing some of the surgery that he had before. In other words, he had screws in his back that pretty much would help him to keep his bones from rubbing together. Now those same screws are causing him tremendous pain. And once those bones connect and start rubbing together again, that's going to cause him pain. So really, this guy has is in a no-win situation, you know. And the amount of painkillers that he say he's taking painkillers, you know, 3 or 4 times a day, every day. And the type of painkillers that he's taking are very addictive type painkillers, and you're looking at like 30 milligrams a pop every day. And no matter how much money this guy has won throughout his career, you have to also consider the amount of money he had to spend on drugs to produce this type of body that he had. You have to also consider the mere fact that the IFBB do not supply their bodybuilders with any kind of insurance. They have no kind of insurance at all. Ronnie Coleman had insurance through the police department that he worked for. That was one thing that set him ahead of the other guys, because he had insurance through the police department. Now you can really sit there and look at the amount of medical bills that this guy has, and is he making enough money to be able to pay these medical bills? Is he making enough money to be able to afford the insurance that it was going to take for him to be able to pay these medical bills? You know, all that stuff you have to consider. No matter how much money the guy won, which is 200, 300,000, whatever a year, you know, it's that money is minute considering the amount of time this guy has been through major surgeries, hip replacement, knee replacements. This guy is basically giving back all the money that he has won to doctors, trying to keep himself together. Ronnie Coleman is in such bad condition now, until when he describes his pain, this guy is talking about, let's say, I mean, he's basically talking about on a scale of 1 to 10. And his pain on a regular basis is 9 and 10. When he's going out and he's advertising his products, he's describing the pain as an 11 and 12. Now, where is it where he has won? I don't see where the guy has won anything. Everything he worked for and won, he's giving it back in medical bills. This guy, I can imagine the type of mental issues that this guy's going through, simply because you're looking at a body that people marvel over, that the ones that love the bodybuilding stuff, they marvel over the body that this guy created. This guy look in the mirror now and doesn't see anything close to what he had built. Nothing close to what he has built. And you can just imagine the mental issues that he's going through, the depression that this guy has to go through. And no matter how much Ronnie Coleman smiles and say he's happy, a lot of that is put on, if you ask me. My thing is that I hope that he has people around him that's worried about his mental health and getting him some help for the mental health, because you going from king of the hill to bottom of the flats. That's got to be a bad feeling for anybody to be going through. I don't care what nobody say about that. That's got to be, tragic. You working for an industry that does only one thing: promotes itself above anything else. Because if it didn't do that, it would be trying to figure out a way to insure these guys that are trying to win this trophy. But it's not doing that. It would actually have realistic drug tests. Not telling them, well, we're going to have a drug test next week, Monday at 5 o'clock. So you'll know what to do on having the drugs to clear your system. That's the way the IFB drug tests really are conducted. The top of the line bodybuilders, they know when they are going to have a drug test. They already know. So they know what they have to do to pass it. The only thing they're concerned about is making that money. And any of the top tier bodybuilding sports that are out there, all of them are doing the exact same thing. People talking about, well, I passed this drug test, I passed that drug test. I mean, that stuff is easy to pass when you know they're giving them out. When you're having your own special doctors that are telling you when the drugs have cleared your system, all this other stuff, it's easy to pass those tests. But like I said, right now, you're looking at this guy is basically has crippled himself in his later years. Your later years are the years where you're supposed to enjoy the fruits of your labors of being young. What is he enjoying? Being in a hospital? Physical therapy? What is he enjoying out of all that? What is he enjoying having had 24-inch arms? What an enjoyment that he's having. Looking at old reels of himself lifting massive amounts of weight. And have to have somebody to help him to get up to go use the bathroom. I mean, Ronnie Coleman is in such bad condition now until his doctors think that he should actually stop trying to lift weights anymore. Because your skeleton is your foundation of everything. His skeleton is pretty much destroyed. And by him lifting weights, it's putting stress on that skeleton, which is not capable of even holding his muscles up that he have now. It actually would be better if the guy stopped lifting weights altogether, and lifting weights is something that this guy loves. Not only have his lifestyle taken away something he loved, it has also taken away his health. And you can't tell me that this guy is not going to be suffering from mental issues. It has taken his health, it's taken something he loved, and at the same time, it has taken his mental health. I mean, you hear what he say, that he would do it all over again. going through what he's going through now, there's no way that this guy would do the exact same thing to himself again and live the way he's living now. There's no way. There's no way. But that's professional bodybuilding. All of you who strive to go out there and do that, that's what you're striving for. You know, Jay Cutler have the illusion of being well off. You know, but we never really know how well off these people are. We never really know until later on, until the truth comes out. He write a book and say, well, this is the reality of professional bodybuilding or whatever. You never really know the truth. Looking at all the bodybuilders that I can think of, Arnold, Luferino were the top tier, and it wasn't because of bodybuilding. It was because of other venues that they ended up getting into. So I really know of no professional bodybuilder that actually became wealthy from bodybuilding at all. I don't know of anybody from professional bodybuilding that kept the bodies that they developed after bodybuilding. Anyway, that's what I want to talk to y'all about. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. And again, I'll be talking to you later.